namaste. Good morning to all of you. And as we have promised to all our audience that Converse Logics हर बार आपके लिए experts की सलाह और उनका जो experience रहा है उसको लेकर के आता है. So today we have a very special guest on our house, and he is going to share his experience and his insight about not only about the German language but his experience with the German university. And yes, there are so many surprises. So be with us and just enjoy this journey. So welcome on board, sir, and thank you so much for joining us. Today we have a Major General Rajendra Thakur, retired from Indian Army. And sir, we are so happy to have you here today. Welcome, sir.
The pleasure is equally mine, Sarah. Thank you so much.
So, sir, वैसे तो आप समझ ही सकते हैं कि मैं और मेरी पूरी टीम आज कितने एक्साइटेड हैं आपको यहाँ पर देख करके, और हम सब बहुत ज़्यादा एक्साइटेड है आपका एक्सपीरियंस सुनने के लिए, समझने के लिए. एंड आई एम वेरी मच श्योर दैट दिस इज गोना बी वेरी हेल्पफुल फॉर ऑल आवर स्टूडेंट कम्युनिटी. सो सर, मैं कुछ कहूँ उससे पहले मैं आपसे रिक्वेस्ट करूँगी, कैन यू प्लीज शेयर your journey so far with our student community, with all our audience, your experience in army and the learning a German language, then your postdoc, and the list is so long. So over to you, sir.
Yeah, I joined the Indian Army when I was 16 and a half, and after 4 years training, I was commissioned, and I have lived 4 decades in the Army, and 58 years I retired. So I consider myself very fortunate that I got a chance to spend my 4 decades of my life in this wonderful organization that is the Indian Army. And why I call it wonderful, because it gave me plenty of opportunities for my personal growth. And the second reason why I find it wonderful is that Indian Army, we have no discrimination, whatever religion, whatever caste, which part of the country you are from. The Army goes by rules. So as part of, I was doing my NDC in 2014, and as part of the NDC National Defense College tour, I got a chance to visit Germany for the first time. And that is the time when I first saw this country, I was quite impressed by the infrastructure, by the importance they give to education. And it just struck to me that I have done my PhD in history from Jammu University a long time back when I was a colonel. And I got an idea that it would be a good idea to do a research into what did the Germans think about the Indian Revolt of 1857. So that is the thought which prompted me to learn German, because obviously if I have to know what did Germans think or what did Germans write about the Indian Revolt of 1857, I had to consult these books, I had to consult these history journals and Persian Army journals, which are all written in German language, and that too the old German script. So that is what prompted me to learn German language. So this was the reason why I started learning German after the age of 50, and then I did my A1, I did my A2 and B1, and so this is how I started to learn German. So I think here I am in front of you. If I can start to learn at a particular age, I'm sure anybody can learn German. So, shall I continue, Sarah, or yeah, shall I continue
yes,
speaking? Or?
Of course, sir. As you have mentioned, yes, sir. So, sir, I'm absolutely agree with you as me, and I've decided that I want to learn further. So हम हमेशा कहते हैं कि सीखने की कोई उम्र नहीं होती है. If you can learn at this age is just a number. सीखने की कोई उम्र नहीं होती, फिर हम जिंदगी भर हम सीखते रहते हैं. So we have a community of students and so many people who follow us on on our social media channel, on our website. when we have announced that today Major General Thakur is going to join us for this interactive session, so we have got so many questions from them. So बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है सभी questions को ले पाना, क्योंकि टाइम की कुछ limitations होती है. But still sir, कुछ questions ऐसे होते हैं जो बहुत frequently हमसे पूछे जाते हैं, पूछे गए इस दौरान. So I would like to take some questions. एंड सर वन बाय वन मैं आपसे रिक्वेस्ट करूंगी कि आप उनका आंसर हमारे स्टूडेंट्स और हमारी कम्युनिटी के लोगों के लिए दीजिए, ताकि उनको और ज्यादा इंसाइट मिले.
I will try and
answer. Thank you sir. So sir, our first question is why you decided to learn German language and what have your experience been?
Sarah, as I told you that the overriding reason why I decided to learn German was that I, as a historian, as a research scholar, I took this call that I would go and research the available literature in German archives and German libraries which are pertaining to the 19th century. So let's say from 1858 onwards till 1900. So if I have to read those records, those books, those documents, I had no choice but to learn German. So that was the reason that prompted me. That was first reason. And the second reason was that it gives me a chance to visit this wonderful country that Germany is. So these were the two reasons that prompted me to learn German.
So much sir. Sir, मेरा अगला जो सवाल है, our second question is related to this only, the way you have mentioned that Germany is a beautiful country. So our second question is, how do you see Germany as a destination for the higher studies, and how are the universities overall feel of the student?
I think when you compare Germany with the most other favorite destinations, which is US and UK presently, Germany is, I would say, preferable for two primary reasons. One reason is the cost factor, because you can do higher research in Germany at almost maybe 1/3 or 1/4 cost of what you would pay if you have to do the same thing in UK or US. And the second thing is, which is I would say equally important or more important, is the quality of infrastructure pertaining to education, which is there in terms of archives, in terms of library, in terms of the standard of universities, and in terms of the overall atmosphere which is there. And when like I visited almost 15 odd libraries in Germany, and I often visit the library in Marburg, Philipp University Library in Marburg, and it's a 3-story glass ceiling library, state of the art. You get an impression as if you're entering a mall in Delhi, that kind of a library. And all the books are all RFID enabled. So it is like if I want to read a particular book, for example, if I want to read a book, The New World Order, then I only have to go to the computer in the library and type this book, and like you search for a restaurant in Delhi, you can actually reach the book using a mobile. You can walk till the book. So that is the kind of technology which is being made use of. And the second thing is that there is, if you want to take a book out, if you want to get a book issued, you just have to pick that book up, come to the reception, put it through a machine, and the book is issued. And you can put it in a laptop bag and you can simply walk out. There is no system of somebody checking your laptop bag or something like that, because if the book is issued, you can just you can walk out of the library. If the book is not issued, you walk out and there will be an alarm in the library. So that is the kind of importance the German education system gives to the libraries, and that is the kind of technology which is being used.
Yes, of course, sir. Absolutely agree with you. And this is like, हम हमेशा कहते हैं कि knowledge is wisdom. And for me also, it's very first time, and I'm very much sure कि जितने भी लोग अभी हमें सुन रहे हैं, उन सबके लिए एक ये बहुत अलग experience है कि when you're going to a library and you have to just issue the book and then you can just walk out. अदरवाइज आजकल लाइब्रेरी में हम कहते हैं कि इतने लोग हमें देखने को नहीं मिलते जितने आपको कैफेज में मिल जाएंगे, बट इट्स सो गुड टू हियर लाइक हाउ दे आर इमर्जिंग द एजुकेशन विद टेक्नोलॉजी, because technology is power. Well, sir, we are coming to the question number 3. So, sir, our third question is how Germany or exposure to German higher education contribute to your research career?
Well, I would say that after having spent so much time in the army and learning German language, going to Germany, and I'm presently doing my postdoc in history from Goethe University, Frankfurt. And my subject, as I said, is German response to the Indian Revolt of 1857. And my guide is Professor Andreas Fahrmeier, who's a leading historian in Germany. And in fact, he is the chief editor of the German history journals, which are written. So it definitely it has given me a new purpose of my life, and it is satisfying my, I would say, my inner desire to pursue meaningful research. And so had I not learned German, had I not visited Germany, this wish to do some meaningful research would not have been fulfilled. Maybe I would have found other options, but at this point of time, I feel truly blessed that I had learned German and I am doing this research.
We are also feeling blessed, sir, that today we have a guest like you and who is sharing his experience. So, sir, coming to our question number 4, our fourth question is how you think the right mentor or the organization can help to guide the students?
I can having should I say, having tried a lot many times and having knocked the doors of various professors and having also faced some failures. Some professor in Münster, he said he cannot guide me, and some points of time I have knocked on the door of a professor. He said you don't have an appointment. So Germany education system is very kind of established, and there are certain norms we cannot break, and without an appointment we cannot meet. So what I would say is that somebody, you do require a mentor for doing an education like this, a new country, new continent, new language, new lot of people with their own culture. And I can at this point of time share that Sanju Kumari, whom I have known for last 5 years, when she was she was the head of the Delhi office in RWTH Akhan in Delhi. She has guided me well, and definitely whenever I was in a difficult situation, and that is the time I used to trouble her and ask her opinion and what is the best way out. So definitely a mentor is required, and without mentor it is quite difficult. Not that you can't do it without a mentor, but mentor definitely is required. And I would say that Converse Logics is a good forum, is a good platform to those students and to those people who are venturing in this direction.
Yes, of course, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your belief and your faith on Converse Logics. Sir, so our questions are wrap up for the day, but sir, at the end of this event, I would request you, like, what is the message would you like to give to our student or the aspirants or the professionals like me who want to learn German, or the people who want to make career in German language or want to study in the German universities?
My first message, Sarah, would be that we should all start early in this attempt. We have to make a clear-cut plan, clear-cut vision as to what do we want to do by learning German. Whether we want to do a particular course in the university. So at least minimum 4 years we should look back. We should start before. So that is the message that definitely I want to give to the parents and to the students themselves. So many times students are not that mature, so it is the duty of the parents to take this call, decide for themselves, and maybe this preparation of learning language, because to learn a new language like German, you do require time. It is like it's like constructing a multi-storied building. You have to learn a language brick by brick. Every day you have to learn and improve your language. So start very early, because there are certain logistic problems. I won't say logistic problem, but there are issues that have to be handled and which take time. So that is my first, I would say, recommendation to all those who are planning to learn German. And then second is that you got to have their other formalities also to take a visa, and that visa also takes time, because there are so many people who are wanting to go to Germany. Whatever we may say, Germany is as one of the most favorite destination, and there's so many Indian students wants to go. And today you try and take a visa, you take a visa appointment, you may not get a visa appointment for next 2 to 3 months. So like I just took a visa extension, and under the category of scientist or researcher, and I was not getting any date after 4th July till 2nd September. So these are the practical aspects that one must look into it much before time, and have a good mentor. That is my I am fortunate that I had Converse Logics, and so you have a good mentor, whatever you think is best for you, and that's all I have to say.
So thank you so much, sir, and this session was so insightful and so informative. I'm very much sure कि जितने भी लोग इस वीडियो को और इस इंटरव्यू को बाद में भी सुनेंगे, उनके लिए भी उतना ही यूजफुल और उतना इंफॉर्मेटिव होने वाला है. On the behalf of the entire Converse Logics team, thank you so much, sir, and we will organize similar sessions. हम लोग आगे भी हम लोग organize करेंगे, so that हम लोग maximum student और maximum जो हमारी community के लोग हैं उन तक हम सही information pass on कर सकें. That is our aim.
So Sarah, once again, thank you very much for giving me this chance to be here, and please convey my thanks to Sanju Kumari also, and it's been a great privilege to share my thoughts. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.